hopefully you've got a good support that helps. Yeah. Yeah. To have a support, to have family. Sometimes family isn't even there for you, but good friends, that will be there. But Bess, yeah, what are some of the things as a man, because you're a man now, so that's why I'm asking you. What can he do as a man to get back to where he should be?
There are there are so many things that um takes one's mind off of hurt. For some people, it's music. For some people, it's outing. For some people, it's sleeping. Some people, it's watching movies. I mean, if you keep thinking of the hurt, it will keep hurting. In order to forget and move on and get back to who you were, try and remember those things that you did that made you happy. If it's music, just keep playing the music. At one point, you will begin to forget the hurt, and then you can now embrace the new you. I know sometimes it's very, very difficult to forget the past and move on to the future, but you just have to try and pinpoint that one particular thing that makes you happy. Once you keep doing that thing that makes you happy, you will easily forget.
Interesting.
That's
Okay. So Esther says it depends on what led to the separation. So should it matter what led to the separation? Esther, can you expand? What do you mean? It depends. Does it matter what led to the separation, or divorce, or the abandonment? Does it matter what? Anita says some men cannot cope. Oh, that is why many men remarry so quickly. That's a point. Anita, that is so true. I was going to say, again, I was waiting for other people to put in their 2 cents. But I was going to say a lot of men, I think women too, but I've heard, my male friends say, oh, that's why they just sleep around. They go ahead and get into relationships, not necessary relationships, just they get reckless. But in being that reckless, that's where they that's where they jam a woman that has. Okay. And that is so true. I know friends of mine who have gone through some kind of hurt, separation. And it was during that mourning, you know what I mean, like grieving for that broken relationship. That's when they met their next wife, and it was just a rebound. It was just a rebound. But women do it too, don't get me wrong. But this because is Nathaniel talking now. Again, let me see. There's some says the problem sometimes is we lose ourselves in relationships, which makes it quite difficult, but you get there eventually. And that is so true because it depends on how long you've been with that person. I hope I haven't frozen this thing so I don't touch the screen. It's possible to lose yourself in a relationship. And Bess, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. You lose yourself in a relationship, and it's not easy to find yourself because your identity now is tied to the other person, So you think, Nathaniel, what do you like to do? Like saying, what are the things that you'd like to do before this break? What if there are kids involved? Because that the case. But what if there are kids involved? So you will just be playing music. You and the kids will just be playing music, or how?
Well, 9 out of 10, mothers, 9 out of 10, there is the possibility that the mother would want to keep the kids.
Okay.
So it's not going to be a hindrance for the man. Like most people have said, it is very difficult to cope. Anita just rightly said, some men cannot cope, and that is absolutely true. And the thing that makes them happy is being in marriage, so they quickly get remarried, so they can move on. if there are kids involved, that's as long as there is a mutual agreement that you will be able to see your kids where you want to see your kids, the kids will always be yours. That it's not going to change. It's a fact. It's just for you to find who you are, to find yourself, to find your bearing. And once you're able to find your bearing, your kids will always remain your kids, and you can always be in the lives of your kids. The first thing first is to find yourself and make sure you are you. Because if you are hopeless and useless to yourself, you will be useless to the kids. And you don't want your kids to see you useless and hopeless. So you first of all would have to find yourself in order not to show a bad image to your children.
You know, thank you. Yeah, this is a good golden nugget. Now there is there's a second letter I picked, and this is actually also incidentally crazy because this is also from a man, and he's saying that he's divorced his wife now for I'm paraphrasing, for 5 years, and he feels irritated, angry, and frustrated that he has to pay child support. Should he continue to pay child support? I don't know why. Okay, I'm not. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is not even. That's not even a question to ask.
Mm-hmm.
The child support you're paying is not for your wife; it's for the upkeep of your kids. You want to make sure your kids are okay. So absolutely yes, keep paying that child support. And then again, what led to the separation?
This is.
I'm sorry to say.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna call out. Hello, we're losing Bess. Bess, I don't want to lose you. So this person is from Tony. Tony is in Maryland in the United States of America, where child support is payment. Not I'm talking about. We don't want to lose you.
I kind of lost you a little bit.
Yeah, for a little bit we lost you there. So your answer. So his name is Tony. He's from Maryland in the United States of America. Now, for those of you, I don't know if they have child support arrangements or laws. I really don't know. I can't speak to it. But in the United States of America and in most developed worlds, when whoever, it's not necessarily a man, whoever had the who had the higher income, okay, is the one who pays towards, the child. But Tony from Maryland, now on our side, hey, you know this Tony, so you're not putting like Tony you. I beg, find Tony you. But
Tony.
Some people are ignorant. This is what a lot of men struggle with. So I really want us to treat this. He is saying, so I don't want to make fun. Okay, Tony, I'm just making jest there, but I am not going to undermine how you're feeling. He did not want the divorce, but now he says he's frustrated, angry, and that he has to pay child support. He didn't want the separation. He didn't want the divorce. So should he continue to pay for child support? I guess he's asking, since he didn't want the divorce, should he still pay? And yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Tony, I know you probably are hurt because of what happened. Maybe not your fault, maybe your fault, I don't know. While you were still married to your wife and you were one family, I probably think you should have been taking care of your kids and your family. It hasn't changed. Whether there is a separation or not, you should keep taking care of your kids.